Meta executive stated in May that the company considers public Instagram posts part of its training data. So if you're posting publicly on Instagram, they will be scraping your data in order. And I would just like to point out that I've been saying this for months. I have been saying this for months and months and months, maybe even a year, that, all of the Meta AI stuff is being 100% stolen from your work that you are posting on there. So, yeah, when they stated that a few weeks later, it pinged users in Europe, stating that their posts would be used to train AI starting on June 26th. There's no way to opt out, though some places in the European Union allow people to dispute when Meta uses their personal data. And I just like to say, everyone who is posting, let's see, I own the copyright to all my images and submit in my Instagram profile, and therefore do not consent to Meta or other companies using them to train generative AI platforms. This includes all future blah, 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 blah. I just like to say, that will do nothing for you. That is...
Yeah. Okay,
that
boomer.
is straight up the boomer, I don't give Facebook my permission to use
my photos.
And it's I don't know why, I come on, artists, y'all are smarter than this. You should know.
You signed a contract. You accepted the terms of service. The only way you can opt out of that contract is by deleting your account. That's it.
Yes. And if you continue to keep your stuff up there and keep your work up there, they're going to continue to scrape the data, and they're going to continue using it for their AI and their training and stuff like that. And they're going to be using your hashtags that go along with it, Right. And there is nothing you can do about it except for delete your profile.
That's what sucks too, is you're putting the hashtags on these things. So they're using those hashtags to tell the AI, oh, this is a product shot of something. Oh, cool. I'll sort that over here with product shots and train the AI on product shots with that. You're doing all the work for them.
Yeah. And, there's a lot of people who are really upset about this. And I've been saying it for the past year. If you're going to continue using if Facebook or whatever, they are going to scrape your stuff. And that was a huge influence for us creating our own platform.
Right.
If you go on to mograph.com, you can sign up for your stuff. We said this months ago, where we are not going to use your stuff. Your stuff is yours. We have built this platform specifically for artists so that artists can interact with other artists and they can be creative and they don't have to worry about if AI is scraping this stuff. We've even talked to some of our developers about implementing the what's the poison stuff, the AI poison,
right.
You know what I'm talking about?
The stuff that doesn't work. Yeah,
exactly. So we've even talked to them about creating some sort of program that when you upload your stuff, it automatically runs through it. So if someone is scraping your information, it doesn't show up. It messes it all up.
But the whole
it basically poisons the AI algorithm.
Is we're integrated with Otoy, and Otoy is working on ways to have decentralized, ethical ways to opt in, opt out, to give you credit if credit is due down the line. We're not to that point yet as far as where the technology has gone and what it's going to be used for yet. But if you're putting this stuff on our servers and you're using the Otoy integration, we feel like Otoy has a good handle on the ethics of the whole thing, right? We're not allowing it to be used for anything. And when it does get to the point where, just like Otoy has been talking about, where you could do credits and things, that's what's going to happen. It's I if I could opt in and say I want to use my stuff for AI, as long as I get some render token or something for it, that would be amazing. And that's where we're hoping that it will go in the future, is we can say, hey, yeah, sure, I'll get, a couple bucks every time somebody uses some piece of my art in the algorithm. Now, here's the thing. I don't feel like my art is good enough to even train the AI in the first place, so I'm not really worried about it. But some people are, right? So we've got a poll here. This week's poll, if you go to mograph.com/weekly poll, or you can scan the QR code if you're watching here, will you cancel your account on platforms that scrape for AI? And I guess I'll put an asterisk on this and say, if you can't opt out, yes, no, or unsure. I put in the first vote. I said unsure because I honestly, I don't feel like my art is that influential right now, like where I really care.
Right. But like, okay, say for example, right now you're posting these video game clips or whatever on your reels and stuff like that, like it's not just so much like you're taking time out of your schedule in order to make these clips or to like create videos or whatever, whether you're using reels, whether you're using art, every single thing that gets posted to Instagram or to Facebook is being scraped for something.
But I don't know what my gaming reels are going to be used. What would my gaming reels be used for?
I don't know. Someone types in, give me a video of, create a video of, someone gaming and blah, 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 or something like that. It's like, I understand, but everything will be used,
Yeah. Well, I'm not making any money on the gaming reels to begin with.
That's true. Yeah. Yes. But you should be if you're spending the time in order
traction.
and that's always been like the major problem with me with a lot of these, especially Instagram. It's like, now they're not only scraping your stuff in order to feed the AI, but they're also hoping that you post work so that they can feed your followers advertisements for stuff, It's like I've always hated the Facebook marketing way of doing things. I think it's really shady and really corrupt. And it's like, shouldn't there just be a place where you can just post your work, and hang out with other creatives and do all this other stuff, What'd you say?
Yeah, but you got to pay.
Well, right. Ours you don't.
That's true.
We pay. That's why we have wonderful sponsors like Otoy who help us cover the costs of the back end stuff and all this other jazz.
But again, it comes back to like these other platforms. Okay, if platforms are coming out saying they're not using it for AI, what are they using it for? Something else? Like what's the point? Why are they doing it? What is their reasoning behind it?
Right.
Advertising,
I mean,
guess.
Ours, I would assume so, the thing is we've got stuff coming up to where, we have a way of making money. We have a way of making a monetary return on it, which eventually it'll be worth it for us.
But it's based on other people making money. That's the thing.
Instead of
legit
like
money. It's not like
it's not going to be filling your feed with advertisements and
curating
data. What you should see and what you shouldn't.
Right.
Right. That's frustrating. It's so frustrating.
But people don't care about that. They just want shiny. So whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
If you want a cool site, where you can post your work without worry, come on over to mograph.com. Anyway.
And we're working on it right now. That's the thing. That's why we say it's in beta. We're trying to craft it. We're trying to get feedback. So post your stuff. If something isn't working, let us know. If you would like to see something, let us know. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Trying to get a community in here.
We noticed, everyone enjoys the Instagram way of looking at things. So we've been looking at like a way of changing your view to just have specific posts, like in a very Instagram-y way, if that's what y'all want. But like, come join us, hang out with us, come check out the website, post your work. I use the site every day because anytime I'm applying for a job, if they ask for my portfolio site, I put that down. mattmilstead.mograph.com. And it immediately sends them to my portfolio site, which is great. It has my demo reel, has all my projects. It's perfect.
And it's got the word MoGraph in the title,
And it's got the word MoGraph, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Again, I'll reiterate on the poll. If you want to scan the QR code again, or if you're listening, which that's most people, mograph.com/weekly poll. We're going to let this go for a week, and we will follow up, though, again, at the end of this episode. And so if you're watching right now, make sure that you go ahead and do that QR code or vote. on the website. So we'll see what those numbers are.